the news recently, a German mayor caused controversy by allocating parking spaces to men and women depending on how difficult they are. He reckons that men are better at parking so they can get into more tricky parking spaces. But is he right, or is he just a chauvinist pig? Well, we've come to Welcome Break, service station on the M1, to find out who's the best at parking, men or women. To do this, we set up a simple challenge. We asked some men and some women to park an average-sized car into an average-sized space. An experienced driving instructor was on hand to grade our contestants' skills, or lack of skills, which is why those boxes are there, to protect our cars from getting damaged. So let the battle of the sexes commence with our first contestant. Hi, what's your name?
Aaron.
Where are you from, Aaron?
Manchester.
Manchester. OK, what we're going to get you to do is park this Kia into the gap there, and Gary from BSM is going to score you, right? The rules are simple. If you touch one of those boxes, it's game over, you failed. If you cross that white line, once again, game over, you failed, it's like you've mounted the curb. If you touch it, you will be penalised for it, and we'll be counting how many manoeuvres you take to put the car in the gap. OK, you ready to go?
Yeah, holy crap.
Aaron got off to a good start for Mankind, but then things went a little bit wrong. It's game over, I'm afraid. Our next contestant was Sarah Boyle from Coventry. Could she strike an early lead for the women? She wasn't that confident at first.
This is not going to be good.
Despite a slow start and plenty of manoeuvres, Sarah finally got the car into the space. But did she do well enough to pass?
It's a bit wonky, I think.
Probably. I think your major problem might be if you went over the white line, which is the curb. But let's go see.
Well, that's not bad, to be honest. I'm pretty impressed with that.
Now, Gary, are you pretty impressed with that?
Right, well, speed was good. You didn't hit the obstacle.
Okay.
You did touch the curb, and you are actually...
A little bit on the curb.
A little bit, aren't you? That's it. I want to say it's a pass.
So that's 1-0 for the ladies. But the lead didn't last for long, as Mark Alsop from Newcastle soon evened things up with an easy pass. Next up was Kimberly Wilson from Nottingham. Kimberly had only just passed her test in the last year and got off to a bad start by misunderstanding the idea of the challenge. OK, you are doing it different than everyone else so far.
Am I?
Yeah, but we'll go with this, we'll roll with this. So whack it into reverse. That's it. And you're going to get into there, and you want to be your car parallel. OK? So you're not just going into the bay.
What? Oh, I'm going in it like long ways.
Long ways.
Oh. Oh.
Incredibly, after all that, Kimberly put in a dazzling display of parallel parking. Let's get out and see how you did.
It's a pass. That's the best so far. It's the best.
That is the best parking so far. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you. Unfortunately for the men, Andrew Ball from Newcastle couldn't even the scores up. He seemed very confident and took very few manoeuvres, but Gary failed him for crossing over the white curb line. Professional driver Vivian Wayne from Teesside also failed for making the exact same mistake, so it was still 2-1 to the girls. But our next contestant evened the score. What's your name?
Nick Calton.
And where are you from?
I'm from Leeds.
And do you think men or women are better at parking?
I'm going to say men obviously are.
Well, you're going to prove it then, yeah?
Oh, I'll do my best, yeah. I'll do us proud.
And you know what? He did exactly that. What do you reckon, Gary?
You didn't hit any boxes. You didn't hit the curb.
Yeah.
And it's almost virtually parallel with the line.
Yeah, I've always...
And
3 manoeuvres as well.
3 manoeuvres, that's it.
Is that our best yet?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I want that in writing, don't I? That.
Well, you got it on tape.
Oh.
The contest was now tied, and then Walter Webb from Nottingham took the men into the lead for the first time with an even better display of parking than Nick. He parked the Kia in the gap in just 2 manoeuvres. The pressure was now on Jennifer Hendrickson from Hindley-on-Thames. She brought her daughter along for support, but she unfortunately failed to warn her mum she was about to reverse into the boxes.
Oh no, I may have failed.
Yes, Jennifer, you have. To make matters worse, Stephen Stam from London successfully parked the Kia Ceed, putting the blokes 2 passes ahead. But the women put it back. OK, we've got a mother and daughter here with us. We've got Sue. Now, Sue, you reckon you're a good parker, don't you?
I do think I am, yeah.
OK, and Amy...
Prove me wrong now, but...
Amy, what are you like?
I'm absolutely shocking. Absolutely awful.
OK, so you might bring the girls' grade point down a little bit, grade point average. Right, and Sue, we're going to take you first and see how you do, see if you can give your daughter some tips, OK? Let's jump in the car. Sue did a great job. And passing pulled one back for the girls. But could her daughter do the same? Unfortunately, Amy showed that parking skills don't necessarily run in the family. Do you know what? I don't want to give the game away, but you're really not doing very well already.
Okay, reverse it. Okay. Right. I need, okay, forward again. Can we forward again?
Yep, okay, we're going to drive.
So, I'll kind of get a bit closer. I'm kind of the same as before.
I think you've just, gone in exactly the same place.
No, this is not going to work, is it?
I don't think it's going to work again. To be fair on Amy, she hadn't had much practice at manoeuvring a car. And the last time you parallel parked was on your driving test?
Yeah.
Okay.
4 years ago.
And you passed that though, didn't you?
I did, second time.
Second
First time I got 3 majors.
Were they all parking fails?
No, I didn't fail once on my parking.
didn't you? Would you end the day?
I think that's about all we could do, isn't it?
Are you sure you want to leave it there? It's fine if you want to.
But I'm going to give a bad name to win it, aren't I? But
What would you do in real life when you just get out now?
I think I would just get out.
Let's get out.
Yeah.
Let's just do it. Let's do what you'd normally do. Come on, let's get out.
I don't think that's not as bad as I thought, I don't think.
But what does Gary think? Is that good or bad?
Right, okay, well, I mean, you didn't hit the obstruction.
Is it, yeah?
We are quite wide from the curb, though, aren't we?
We are a little bit. A little bit. Yeah.
I mean, there's... So, I mean, in view of the distance, I've still got to fail you. I've still got to fail you. That's it.
With Amy's failure, it was up to our last female contestant, Andrea Dunn from South Shields, to save face for the women. All was going well until... Yeah.
No, actually, I've done it. I see how far away I am.
Do you want to just stay in here and hide?
Yeah.
Okay. Our final contestant was Danny Robinson from Nottingham. He parked perfectly in just 2 manoeuvres, taking the final score in our men versus women park-off. 5 passes for the boys and just 3 for the girls. So then, Gary, final verdict on what you've seen today. Who is better at parking, men or women?
On what we've seen today, I'd have to say men.
In terms of what you've seen throughout your life and career driving?
I think it's 50-50.
Was Gary just saying that to be politically correct? Or was his hesitation due to the fact that really, parking skills aren't down to your sex? It's totally dependent on the individual driver. I'll let you make your own minds up.